Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a young'un run around with his man's in his hand, feeling like a man. Run for the put it to your brain like everybody know.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Saints going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do. Battle with the New Orleans Saints. Now it's Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Miller. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 49 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Lamar Miller, 26 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's the rookie from Florida State, Dalvin Cook, his first NFL carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Second down, here's Keenum. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Throwing now is Keenan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Here's Keenan. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on second down is Keenum. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize those same sort of skills.
On second down, here's Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Sherrills. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession.
Leopard! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56!
On 1st and 10, Keenum. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
There's Keenum now on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right near the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. In motion left is right. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Manti Te'o in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. Gone!
From the gun, it's Keenum. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard. Too short, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. On 1st down, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. To throw on second is Watson. Flush to his right. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
A gain of 32 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Here's Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here and following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. And
it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. And he rips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it'll bring up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Sherrills to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Keenum on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
Again, it's Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Halfback sent in motion. Keenum now to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Complete to Amaro on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
No. Detroit! All right, here we go. 319! All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Fairley able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 319!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Looking long for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
Back to throw, Watson. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now.
A give. This is Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This run defense was a weakness last year toward the bottom of the league, and early returns not good here this year.
And that's too bad because you and I both know that when you have something that's a weakness from your team the year before, you spend a lot of time out in the offseason, whether it's personnel, adjustments in scheme, all of those things. So that's got to be disheartening to start off the season this way.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, over.
And the back goes into motion. Now Keenum. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Here's Watson now on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Saints on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game. And to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go.
They'll run. It's Miller. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 2nd down following the run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. John! Let's go!
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No, check. Patriot.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
the ball is Cook running left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
10 yards still left on second down. Left side, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Boy, this one's knuckling, and it just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this. Hey! Boom! Ball! Let's go! Let's go! Interception, baby! Let's go!